So, I figured out who's dying. Okay, let me rephrase that. Dan and Swampy mentioned in an interview that in Phineas and Ferb's revival, they would be killing off the character, and I feel like I've finally figured out who they were talking about. Also, right after we talk about this, I'll show you some new leaked pictures and episode descriptions from the revival, and it's pretty great stuff. But first, death. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so upbeat about this. For a very long time, I've heard people speculate that this character that the writers wanted to kill off could actually be Mrs. Doofenshmirtz, so Doof's mom. Because unfortunately her voice actress Cloris Leachman passed away in 2021, so between the Candace movie and the revival. And she truly was an awesome actress. I just made the connection a few days ago that she was Mama from Raising Hope. And now, because it's quite common to, let's say, retire a character by killing them off as a tribute to the voice actor passing away, Mrs. Doofenshmirtz might be the character death they were referring to. After all, The Simpsons did it with Edna after Marsha Wallace passed away, and even Family Guy did it with Angela when Carrie Fisher passed, and the same for Adam West. However, although I can totally see them do this, I doubt the writers are gonna kill off Doof's mom, for a few different reasons. First, it would be very tricky to write such an episode. By killing off a horrible abusive character in a show watched by a lot of kids, you can't really show Doof with no compassion and wishing her agony beyond the grave, because even though the woman was truly horrible and despicable and treated him like crap his entire life, kids watching the show might not interpret it the right way. And you can't really tell kids, so yeah, this lady died and nobody cares. Oh no, actually, see how happy her son is? Let's celebrate it, yay! So they would have to do a very good job portraying Doof in such an episode. They would have to find the right balance between showing how Doof did love his mom at the end of the day because he's that good, but they can't really be too nice either, because otherwise kids might get the message and be like, oh yeah, you can be as horrible as you want in life because people are gonna forgive you anyway sooner or later, so go ahead, be a monster. So it's not an easy task. Not impossible, of course, but if they're gonna retire a character, they might pick an easier one to retire. Plus, I also think the writers might just wanna keep her around in general because they might need her later down the line, either this season or in season 6 for just a few random jokes. But also, and more importantly, how would it be a tribute to a great woman and actress to retire a character to honor her memory and say goodbye to her when this character has only been portrayed as abusive, horrible, terrible, and mean? So how would that work? It would feel more like an insult than a tribute. Instead though, I can totally see them retire a much nicer, more wholesome and likable character that Cloris portrayed. And because the only other character she voiced on the show is Eliza in Fireside, the head and founder of the Fireside Girls, I absolutely think this is it. She's the character they're gonna kill off. After all, among the many leaked images we got over the past few weeks, there's this one of Isabella and the Fireside Girls all looking so serious and worried, with a red light going up in the background, and that got me thinking, why so serious? What's with those faces? Did somebody die? Well yeah, probably, yeah, Mrs. Fireside probably died. After all, the episode is called Lord of the Firesides. Lord of the Firesides, just like Eliza was the head of the organization. Moreover though, and more interestingly, just today I was reading the description for this episode and it kinda confirmed my suspicions. Here's what it says. Isabella struggles to lead the Fireside Girls on her own, while Doof renews his evil business license. Now, Doof aside, why would Isabella struggle to lead the Fireside Girls? Because they're clearly not talking about her little troupe here, with only Gretchen, Millie, Holly, Ginger, Addison, and I'm missing one, Katie. She never struggled before. They're all very cooperative little girls, so maybe they're talking about her leading the entirety of the organization, taking Mrs. Fireside's place. I don't really see her struggle with her troupe, but I can totally see her struggle there. And now, why would she take Eliza's place? Well, yeah, because she probably passed away. Of course, nothing is confirmed, but this seems to make a whole lot of sense. The more I look into it, the more the pieces just come together. Of course, it can totally still be Doof's mom passing, and maybe that's why Doof will go to a therapist in deconstructing Doof, but I don't really think killing off his mom would be the best and nicest way to say goodbye to Leachman. Eliza Fireside would just make a whole lot more sense as a character to say farewell to. Or, of course, I guess there's also the possibility of this death having nothing to do with Cloris Leachman. But then again, this is just a theory, so let me know your thoughts on the subject and whether you think I'm correct, because I'm actually a bit upset at the thought of them killing off this sweet old lady, because why is it always the sweet old ladies? The revival is less than 3 weeks away anyway, so I guess we'll find out pretty soon. But now, the pictures. While we're at it, and while we're here, I'd like to share with you some of the leaked images and episode descriptions we got over the past few weeks, hoping with all my heart and soul that Disney won't block my video, because they really like doing that recently. Like, please, Disney, don't blame me, I'm not the one who shared them. They're literally everywhere, these pictures, on the wiki, on Hulu's website for some reason, so sue them, not me, thank you. First, we have a huge flying Linda Cloud from Cloudy with a Chance of Mom, and the lighting in this episode, it just keeps getting better and better, I swear, I love it. The weather on Phineas and Ferb never looked this good. Again, we have a picture of the submarine Sandwich Submarine, and apparently it seems the episode itself is actually called Submarine Sandwich Submarine, and instead Dry Another Day is a whole other episode entirely, the one with the giant wheel of ice, it seems. Which I guess can still make sense, but different sources keep contradicting each other all the time when it comes to these titles, to this one specifically, so I guess there's a different title now. Okay. Then we have a picture of Candace driving in License to Bust, and I even shared a sneak peek of the episode song on my Instagram, and it's so freaking cool, it's amazing, I already love the song. I'm not sharing it here on YouTube to just avoid copyright strikes, of course, but it's on my Instagram, so if you wanna check it out, check my highlights, it's impossible to miss. It's so freaking cool. Again, as I mentioned, we have Doof seeing a therapist in Deconstructing Doof, and notice how that's exactly what I said would happen in the episode months ago when the title of the episode first came out. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Cause I told you, and when did I tell you? A long time ago. But apparently, according to the episode's description, Candace also goes to this very same therapist. And this guy, the psychologist, starts thinking that Doof and Candace's experiences might actually be connected. And now this piqued my interest, I can't wait for this one. I hope they're gonna meet again. Then we have Phineas and Ferb building a giant zoetrope, I think they're called, which is one of those early animation device thingies that create the illusion of movement while spinning a series of pictures, and this one is from the episode Tropey McTropeface. And apparently all these episodes, all these titles are puns, because Zoetrope, Tropey McTropeface, so much fun. Then again, we have the bookshelf from Biblioblast, Phineas and Ferb getting Perry-chipped, the Flynn Fletchers going on a cruise, but nothing really relevant to say about these. But my favorite one so far is this picture from More Than an Intern, where we see Carl, who, according to the episode's description, is helping Perry stop Doof while working 3 other part-time jobs in the meantime. And I absolutely love everything about this. The guy's also a waiter other than an intern, and I can't really wait to find out what his 2 other jobs are. Also, if Perry needs some help from Carl of all people, then I gotta hope Doof has some truly epic scheme planned. Or I guess maybe not, but he'd better because my expectations are so high for this one. But with that being said, I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, with the revival getting closer and closer by the minute. Ciao!